Hi everyone, it's Tara. Welcome back to Tara's Take. So, today oh my gosh, I've been playing all day today with different stuff. And this is my second video I'm doing because I don't want to forget what I did. With these, I got inspired, and so this is going to be today's Inspire Me Day. And so I had watched Pam on the Paper Outpost use these eons ago, and I bought them, and I didn't really, I don't know, you ever use something and you don't get the same result as somebody else did, and so you kind of put it aside. And I did that with these, and I had followed video instruction and everything, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to try them again. So what I did this time was I used them on different types of paper, and we're gonna kind of explore some different kinds of paper and see what we get. Okay, so the other day I made this. I had done this. This is basically that pocket I just showed you guys, but reverse with no flap. Okay, so I went ahead and I papered some of it with Tim Holtz paper, and then I didn't do anything to this strip. That's the original print. Can you guys see that okay? Yeah, that's the original print. As you can see, it's kind of a teal green. And I went ahead and on this portion of it, I used the gelato sticks, and then I did some stamping, and that's what I ended up with. So I thought, you know what? The paper seems to really make a difference. So today I pulled out one of my sheets from my Walmart scrapbook paper. I'm moving it around. I'm looking in the camera, and it seems to me like you guys can't really. This light is so bright. I don't know. It's so bright. I want you to be able to see. There's like a rose through here, and a gold and the blue, and it was done on this paper. Okay, so that's what it started out, and that's what I got. And then I did some stamping with a light pink that is a Versamark ink. Okay, so it's permanent ink. Now this stuff dries, so it is wet a little bit in spots. I can still feel it, but it's not wet. I don't want to say wet. It's moist. But it does dry. You can use a sealant on it. I have not ever used a sealant on it. This seems to be really just fine. It's dry now, and it's not coming up, so I don't think you need one. They don't suggest one with the package. This is what mine looked like. It's a Faber-Castell Gelato Metallics. I love metallics, you know that. By now you guys probably know that about me. I'm going to get a drink of water. But anyway, so that's what the package looks like, and what you get with it is you get two sponges. This one is kind of like your regular makeup sponge, and this one is a really firm sponge, and from what I'm experiencing so far, this is the one I like the best. I think it depends on the person and what you're using it with, you know. Now this is the paintbrush that comes along with it, and if I'm not mistaken, you can actually wet these down and use them kind of like a paint. Okay, I have not done that, but that's what that's for. Okay, so today we're just gonna play on some papers, different ones. I've got a couple of our card envelope and the card thing packet, you know, we get. And then I've got some of these. This is more of a linen type paper. This one is also a little thicker, and then this one is kind of got ridges on it, the one I used for that. And I thought it went on well. It seemed to blend well. Oh, and then I do have a couple more of these, which I think they're basically almost the same thing. But yeah, so I thought we could go ahead and try. And then I made one earlier, and I was going to show you guys. I did this one with the watercolor, and what I did was I did a base with these. Okay, so the color underneath that you see, and then I sprayed it with Tim Holtz Vintage Photo Distress Oxide Spray. And I was thinking, I wish I had it in other colors because it would have looked pretty cool, but I guess the speckles look all right. And then what I did was I brought in some gold acrylic paint, and I just kind of slung it onto the page, and then streaked it a little bit with like a brush, and even rubbed it in certain places, and then took some of the gold leaf and I laid it down and just pressed it into the paint. I let it dry and then I rubbed it away, and that's what I got. And that's kind of, I don't know, I think it's kind of pretty. I like it. It's different. You know, it'd be a cool pocket, cool background for a journal card to decorate on top of, you know. So yeah, and that was on watercolor. So I have some watercolor here. Yeah, I've been busy today. I've just been playing and doing all kinds of stuff. So I like those kind of days. I figure out some things, you know, the things I want to do. So I really like this. So we're going to get started. What you're going to need today is some type of a sponge. You need some of these, the Gelato. Like I said, they're the Faber-Castell. Is it Faber-Castell? Castile or Faber-Castell? Anyway. And the gelatos, okay? And you can get these at Walmart, by the way. That's where I got mine. And we're just gonna swirl it on there. And I did mine kind of thick because when I did it thinner, it wasn't blending for me as well. So I found that I kind of liked doing it a little thicker. Now, I will mention real quick, what was I gonna say? I want you to keep in mind each one of these papers has a different texture. So what I was trying to figure out was which texture these gelatos work best with. Now this one seems to be doing okay. And I did get a little bit of the rub off from this. I'm wondering if I wipe this down a little bit and just clean it here. I'm doing it with a wet wipe. Yeah, some of it's coming off. I don't want that rub right there. And then I'm gonna use a dry wipe, same thing but dry. And I'm gonna wipe it down. Okay, cleaned it off a little bit, so that's good. My goodness, again, my hands, I apologize. Like I said, painting, drawing, I did watercolor today. I've done all kinds of fun stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead, and this is almost, I'm doing this almost like I did my eyeshadow video, where I'm just laying down color in different places and then blending it out, because I really like that kind of, you know, just colors everywhere on the page. I love that look. So for me, this is fun. And I also, on which one? This one here, I kind of just, I did it almost in rows, like different colors, and overlapped them, so they kind of, yeah, that one I did a little bit different. So let's see. Okay. Yeah, these blend pretty good on this paper. Like I said, when I first tried it, I think I did it on copy paper, and I wasn't having the best result from that. So I was like, oh, I don't like this, you know. Now I'm going, okay, it's not so bad. Maybe I do like it a little better. Now I wouldn't normally use a color this kind of color, actually, because it's so orangey, but earlier when I used it, it was really pretty, and I was like, oh, I like that. So yeah, don't judge a color by its book by its cover, a color by its cover. You never know. It may on the page end up being gorgeous. So see, it's kind of a pretty color, right? It just looks so, I don't know, to me it was so bright. I was like, I don't know, it's kind of orange, but it's kind of a peach coral, actually. I don't know, a pinky peach coral, and I like it a lot. And it looks pretty up against this rose. So yeah. I have not tried this white yet. Let's see what it does. I haven't tried the silver either, I don't think. I don't even know if this will show up, but it might. Let's give it a chance, see what it does. Okay. Oh yeah, it's not too bad. Can you guys see that? It's looking pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I just thought, you know, it's a fun experiment, see how we do with it. Doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to look any particular way. You know, you guys just have fun and make a picture. Just color, make a picture. And then when we're done doing a couple of them, I'm going to use some stamping. And, oh, I do like that white. It's pretty. Okay, what next? I want it to match. I'm going to try this. Let's see. This color is Iced Currant. That's pretty. And I'm, of course, thinking about my journal I'm working on with this, thinking, well, I've been doing a lot of greens, a lot of blues, and a lot of pinks and roses and peachy colors for these two journals I've got going. I've got the one going with you guys, and I've still got that one blue one that I started. And I've mentioned it before, but not lately. It's just sitting there, and I've got to get it done. I had started two blue journals together at the same time, and I finished one, and it's in my Etsy shop, but the other one is sitting over here on the side of my desk, and it is so pretty, and I need to get it done because for the most part it's done. It just really needs put together and things glued in, you know. Now I like this. It's looking pretty cool. What do you guys think? It's not bad. Now what should we put right through here? Let's see, do a little more of this right here. And then I'll probably let that red, maybe bring that red in again. And see how they just blend into each other? They just like fade in. But they have that pretty metallic sheen that you can enjoy. My eyes enjoy that. I love that. And then this paper kind of has, I don't know if you can see it, but it kind of has ridges, so it's another point of interest to the eye when you're looking at it. Draws your eyes to it, and it also changes the design a little bit. It gives it that ridged look is what I want to say. Yep, I think this one here, one last spot in this side right here. Okay. Yeah, so these gelatos are pretty cool. Thank you, Pam. These are pretty. Look at that. That's nice. I like it. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside, and then we'll let it dry a little bit, and then we'll do some stamping on it. I want to try this maroon colored paper. I think it's pretty cool. And again, these all came out of the Walmart pack that I bought, packs that I've bought. So if you want to get some of those, they are at Walmart. I'm looking at these bronze and brown and copper. Let's see, what are these called? What are the actual color? Okay, this is iced coffee. Let's see. Ooh, that's dark. That's very dark. Let's see how it looks spread out, and if this paper will accept it. That's the thing. I think that's a lot of it, is what type of paper you're using, because like I said, the coffee paper to me, it's almost like the gelato sunk in before I had a chance to blend it in. Oh, I really like that. That is pretty. Look at that. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, so again, I really love this rose. I like to do things in odd numbers. I'm sure a lot of you feel that way. I've heard many people mention in the art realm that they like to do odd numbers. I like to do 3s and 5s, depending on the size of my project. So I'm trying to lay down the gelato in 3 different places to give it that initial color to build off of. Okay. To design around those. So. Let's see, did I get that one even? And it is a little bit of a workout to get it to spread. If you put enough of it, it seems like if you put enough of it down, it definitely spreads easier than if you just go light with it. So don't be afraid to color that page, okay? Push that down a little bit, smash it. Yeah, don't be afraid to color your page. And I have absolutely no idea which video I saw Pam use these in. I just was trying to think of inspire me ideas, you know, this weekend for the video today, and I remembered her using these, and I had them, and I hadn't used them in a while, and so I can't even link it in below. And she used it randomly too. It wasn't about the gelatos. It was another subject matter altogether, and she just happened to use them in that. But yeah, so I apologize that I can't link it for you. Let's see, this one is iced chai. Let's see what this looks like. I have no idea. It might be really close to the other, but we're going to see. Looks a little lighter. Okay. Oh, I like this on this dark paper. Pretty. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, okay? So, okay, today's Thursday. Well, for you guys, today's Thursday. Today is Tuesday for me. Or no, Monday. I'm sorry. I'm filming this on Monday. It's very confusing. Anyway, okay. I've mentioned it this week. I'm going to mention it again. If y'all have any great ideas about where to go for your birthday, I just don't know. I can't think of anything. And my husband texted me earlier, and he's like, honey, you've got 4.5 days. Anywhere you want to go, whatever you want to do, you know, just tell me. So I always pick Hobby Lobby, and we go shopping for my crafting. But I was thinking it'd be nicer to probably, I don't know, do something different. I was kind of thinking about possibly checking out we have an aquarium here in Scottsdale, which is kind of, to anyone who lives here, I don't know, at least to me, it's kind of funny that we have a big old, you know, oceanside aquarium in Arizona. It looks like it's really nice. They have also got like a butterfly exhibit inside on one side of it. I'm contemplating that because, you know, that would be very cool to see the aquarium up close. I love to see the fish, you know, but to also see the butterflies. They have all kinds of species of moth and butterflies in there. And the lady, well, you all know I used to drive for Uber and Lyft, and I had a passenger I picked up one time from there, and she said it was just amazing. But when you go, be ready to spend money, and that's the only thing. I'm kind of hesitant to spend too much money on entertainment, you know, because of the fact that we're really saving our money right now. So yeah, that's my only hindrance with that, is the price. I'm like, and my husband would probably be like, what are you even talking about, you know? But I'm just, you know, us girls, we sometimes, I'm the one that does the budgeting, and yeah, I handle all this stuff, so that's all. And I'm thinking how well our savings account has been moving along, and I don't want to just use it. I want a house. I want us to get a house. And nowadays, housing is just absolutely ludicrous, especially here. I mean, we're one of those places that, you know, we're the fastest. I think we're like the fastest or second fastest growing county in the nation, Maricopa County. And I live in Pinal, but I'm right outside Maricopa. I mean, they're basically the same, you know, they're right up against each other. So it's not like there's a big difference. If you're in Pinal, you're just down the street from Maricopa. But anyway, yeah, I'm over here, but you know, we're trying to save for a place of our own, because we rent our house that we're in right now. And I'm just not sure I want to spend money on my birthday. So yeah, if you guys have ideas, throw them out there to me. Come on. Let me hear them, because you never know. Now I wanted to try this red on top of here because that pink is looking, I don't know, a little too pinky to me. So I was thinking, because of the under color, you know, the base color of this card being the burgundy or maroon, that might look really cool. So, and I'm liking it. I am digging this. This one looks really good. Do you guys like it? I like it. So that's what we have so far. Fun, right? This is cool. I'm glad I did this video. Let's see. Now we've played with that. Let's do one of these cards, because if we remember, we can transform our greeting cards. We can transform these into nice little pocket folders, you know, like we've done. So let's see. Let's do blue. Blue, 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 and green. Let's start with this light green. Isn't that pretty? Okay, how many green lovers do I have out there? I want to know. I want to know. How many blue lovers? You know, what are your favorite colors? What do you lean towards? I love all colors, I'll be honest, but I do lean toward, blue, pink, black, you know. I tend to veer away from orange. That's the reason I wasn't really grabbing this one. And now I'm so glad that I stopped letting myself be judgy and I grabbed it, because it's just gorgeous. Now, that's like a chunk. There we go. So yeah, this is on these cards. Okay. It doesn't really show the green too much. Probably in the right lighting, you'd be able to see that it's like a pale green, minty green. Yeah, I can see it a little better on this end, just because I think it's my light over here. This light is so bright, sticking down over my head, that I'm trying to figure out a different way to do my setup, but I just don't see any other way. Not yet. So, okay, what I'm seeing on this paper is that these are blending out really, like really good. So that's a good thing. These are those little cards that are from Walmart, okay? They come from the crafting department. You get them in the package with both the envelope and the card. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, just so you know. Now this green will show up better. I'm sure of that. Look at that. Okay. Blend, blend, blend. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Yeah, it's definitely, maybe the paper's a little bit slicker, this cardstock paper. Like I said, with copy paper, it just sat there and it would not let me, I mean, it would blend to then it would stop, and it had really rough edges. Like it just, you know what I mean? It didn't meld into each other. It just, yeah, I didn't like it. So if you guys have better luck with copy paper, go for it. I hope you do. Maybe it's my copy paper. It might be. You know, that's also another factor. Everything is a different quality. And when I tried these on it, I was buying the cheapest copy paper because I really couldn't afford, you know, I didn't want to, I was so brand new to all of this. I didn't want to spend a ton of money on something like that. So I was purchasing the cheapest. I buy a little higher quality now. Maybe I should retry it on that. So yeah, that's so far. And then I was going to bring this blue in between, kind of get a little feel of that. Let's see what we get. Oh, I love that blue. It's so pretty. I hope it ends up looking good because I like this. I will make this into I'll make this into a pocket for my journal, for one of my journals. You know, actually, because it's got the blues and the greens and everything, this would probably look pretty good in my grunge journal that I'm going to do after all these other journals. You guys do that? You get way too many projects going at one time? Okay. I know there's somebody out there who is saying, yes, that's me. There's got to be. It's not just me. I know it's not, because I've heard too many people talk. So now they blend in almost so much that you can't, I mean, you can see them, but they definitely blend in to that paper, okay? So if you want them to stand out a little more, you might want to use a different type of card if you're going to use cards, because it's almost too much. There, I added back in a little green on this side. Okay, and I'm going to see if I can get some of that to go back on this side as well. They are, and I can feel the moistness in, they're basically they're almost like a what do you call it? Oh, what's it called? Not chalk. We used them as kids. They have them still. I mean, everybody, I actually have some in one of my art kits. I'm trying to think. Oh, I can't believe I can't remember the word. You know, they're like the chalky, it's not a crayon, but they're like that. They come in a stick, they're colored, and anyway, there's somebody out there who knows what I'm talking about. I'm sure many of you do. They almost feel like that, like they're waxy, you know. They have a waxy feel to them. But at the same time, they feel dry. But yeah, but they definitely, they dry up after you use them for a few minutes. And I'm wiping that off, see? I know my hands, I just looked at the inside of my hand. I've got paint everywhere from my last video I was doing. So if you guys saw the video from yesterday, that's what that paint is from. I'm gonna go up this way and let that dry. And let's pull these back in and see how they're doing. Yeah, dry, okay? So let's do a stamp on this and see what we get. What should we do? Let me see. You know, because it's so wide, I'm not going to be able to use it in one of my journals at this full width. So I'm going to trim the sides off because I don't want, after I decorate it, I don't want to have to trim any of my stamping off. Does that make sense? So I'm going to go ahead and trim a little bit off on each side because I don't want to lose my pattern either. If I can get this even, sort of. There we go. And then I'll go ahead and do a little more on this side. Okay. I think, let me pull in. As usual, I'm going to pull in a page from that journal I'm keep talking about and see if it fits. Yes. Okay. So I just want to make sure if I end up using it as a journal card or if I end up using it as a pocket, you know, I mean, I don't know yet what it'll be. I didn't want to cut any of the design off, so you guys get it. Let's see here. I'm going to use, I used, this one's pretty and it would fit too. Let's do that one. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and use the, should I use the geranium or the mulberry? I think well, you know what? I think that would match the mulberry, so I'm going to go ahead and go for it. I hope it does. I think it will. Because this color, the orange, is more of the geranium look, the archival ink. But okay, I'm just going to put this down the side and hope it shows up. Ooh, that's nice. I do think the geranium would probably have been a little better on the color, but that's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna worry about it. And then we have this adorable, I forgot all about him until just right now when I looked in there. This goes with those particular stamps, so I'm gonna go ahead and should I do him in brown? Maybe make him a different color so he stands out a little bit. I hope it doesn't look bad. I was going to do him in the same color, which is what I usually do, but let's do... He looks okay. I'm going to do a couple going up the side. Maybe one coming off the page. I always like that. Oh, look at that. I messed them up. Figures. He's kind of wobbly. Like I feel like if I lean on him the wrong way, he's gonna go. There we go. I was trying to leave a place for something to go, like a picture or something right there, but yeah. So we have little, okay, you know me by now. You probably, if you've been walking with me, if you've been hanging out with me, you noticed that I do this. I know I'm not supposed to do this, but I have to try. Sometimes I actually get it right. I'm gonna stand up. I just really want the lines there of his wing. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I know I shouldn't do that, you know, because it's just gonna make it a mess, but I'm stubborn. I have to try. Okay. All right, guys, so there's that one, and let's see about this one. How's it doing? Yeah. You like it? It's pretty, right? They look a lot like the eyeshadow cards. I know they do, but I thought it'd be fun to use a different medium to make that the same, you know, make your background. And plus it gives you guys options. I mean, you can try different things. You don't have to do the eyeshadows. You don't have to do the gelatos. You know, you don't have to do any of those things. You can probably come up with something. Oh, somebody asked me if lipsticks work. And I tried it, and actually I think they do. So yeah, and you can use blush, you know, I mean, you can use all kinds of stuff with your makeup. I actually have a whole bunch of, what's it called? The air makeup, the foundation, the spray, you know, the machine. Anyway, I have a whole bunch of that. And I don't like it. It doesn't, I mean, it doesn't look good on my skin. It doesn't do the whole making you look younger thing like they say, at least for me. And so I actually have it just sitting in there. My husband's like, can you make that something in your art? And I said, well, maybe I could try. I haven't thought about it, but probably, you know, if I gave it enough thought. And so you never know. I might do a video with, I cannot think of it. That makes me so mad at myself. I do that so often that it's just frustrating. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about because it's on the commercials all the time. And it's been out for years. So I'm going to trim this one down too. Okay. I would do, you know, a lot of decorating and stuff, but I don't want to make the video longer than is necessary. Now with this one, I'm going to use black, actually. Or no, I'm going to use brown. I'm going to use this brown. This stays on again. Okay. And well, I hope you guys like these and that you got some inspiration to try something, you know. They're super cheap at Walmart. They're like, I don't know, 10 bucks for the pack, and they're over by the drawing supplies, I believe. And you have to go to the bigger Walmarts. My Walmart here in Coolidge doesn't carry them. I got them in town. But, oh, there you go. That's pretty. And, yeah, and they're cheap. They're fun. Now that I'm getting used to them and figuring out what I can use them on, I'm kind of liking them. So yeah, again, thank you, Pam. I'm glad I gave them a second try. So because I trimmed this down, now I can put my stamping right up at the edge, and it won't get cut off, you know, because I have to trim it. So there we go. And now it's got a nice frame. I love to frame stuff and then put pictures in the center and do my, you know, my decorating that way. I always think that looks pretty. Let's see, do we have somebody here we could use? I've been using these girls a lot lately, haven't I? Too big. Well, of course I would cut it down, but I think she's also the wrong color. But you guys get the picture. Oh, here, look at her. She's pretty. Let's try that one. You put a little lace on here, little bling. Oh man, I accidentally tore into her forehead. I apologize. That's not gonna work. Let me just pick another one here that's pretty, that might go with those colors. It was the colors I was looking at, mostly. Oh, here, this one's nice. We'll use her. And I won't cut off her head this time. So, I hope that you guys are enjoying the videos and enjoying our time crafting together, and that you're crafting along with me. I know I had somebody tell me that they had me on, they were crafting with me while I was crafting, and it made me so happy, because that is exactly what I love to do. Is I turn on, you know, a video that I don't even always get to sit and watch, but I'm crafting along beside them while they talk, and you know, and they tell me what they're doing, and I look over once in a while and enjoy, you know, seeing new things that they're trying and just hanging out. And I loved doing that so much with people like Tina and Gail and Pam and different ones, Barbara from 49 Dragonflies, just different, and then Natasha, you know, just all those people that we see all the time. And I thought, you know, I'm so lonely here. I really want to craft with people. I want people to hang out with me like I'm hanging out with them, because I just love those girls. I mean, they're awesome. And yeah, and I'm just so excited that somebody told me they were crafting along with me. It made me so happy. It's like, thank you so much for letting me know that, because that means the world to me, because that's exactly what I wanted with this channel. And yeah, you guys are all such a blessing. Everybody's starting to comment, and I just love hearing from you. It's just fun to know that you're there, you know, even though I can't see it in person. It's just nice knowing you're with me. I told one of my friends from, I met her on my Facebook group, but we've become friends, and she's been with me from the start on this channel. It's just her and her daughter, just amazing. And I told her, if every time I do a video, I know you're listening, and I feel better. It makes me feel peaceful, because I know that you're there with me. And that's how I'm starting to feel about so many of you who are commenting, and I'm having people, I'm recognizing your names, and you know, we're conversing. And so yeah, I appreciate every one of you. And I'm going to cut the corners off this little card and make it a little more neat, because you know me, I like to do that. I just think it looks pretty. It's going to get more decoration, I'm sure, but I don't want to keep you guys longer than I should. So for right now, that's what we're going to do. There she is. She looks pretty in her little frame. She's surrounded by roses and beautiful vines, and I love that. I love it. And then we have this little guy right here with the butterflies. And I have this one here, which I will have to cut this one down because it won't fit. But I did this one as a sample mostly because I wanted you guys to see what we were going to do today. And then we have this one here I did the other day. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspired you to try the gelatos and enjoy them and make something gorgeous. And if you have a way to show me what you made, I would love to see it. And I thank you so much for sticking with me to the end of the video. I'll see you guys tomorrow. God bless. Bye.